Well, winter officially begins today. The question is, will we see more scenes like this in the upcoming winter? We got the latest update coming your way next. Welcome back, everybody, to the Weather Nerds YouTube page. I'm meteorologist Craig Majewski, and as always, before we get started, I always like to thank all our new subscribers. We continue to grow and move in the right direction. Currently up to 888 of you, almost to 900. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please consider it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload new content, and leave me a comment or give me a thumbs up down below. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm as we continue to grow this channel. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the things you need to know for this edition. We're going to take a look first at the updated winter outlook for the rest of 2024. Since we're about there into 2024, we'll take a look at what to expect. We're also going to talk about the pattern shift that we're going to be taking place as we head into the new year and what that means with the weather across the continental United States. And with that pattern shift, which does promise colder weather, we'll just kind of take a sneak peek at the potential of what some of those cold temperatures may look like. With that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the updated winter outlook. So this is hot off the presses for the official start of winter for today as we take a look at the temperature outlook. We'll go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. We'll take a closer look at what you can expect here, and looks like more of the same. We're definitely continuing to see the influences of El Nino. Most of the northern tier here running above average here, as you would expect in a typical El Nino season. Now the rest of the country is going to be either at normal or near normal, really, for the next 3 months, for January, February, and into March, when winter officially comes to an end. So it looks like it's going to continue to be the same type of pattern we've seen, but the question is, well, does that also mean more of the same with the precipitation? Let's go switch over and take a look at that. So as far as the seasonal precipitation outlook, it's really more of the same as well, as we're looking at above normal precipitation with that active subtropical jet stream here across most of the southeast. We are seeing a slight increase as far as precipitation here across areas of California, stretching into the Intermountain region, so maybe a little more active pattern there on the west coast as we go through the next 3 months. And then generally that dry trend across the northern tier, because we do not have that active jet flow there to the north as we proceed for the next 3 months. So looks like the El Nino's influence will continue to maintain its presence as we continue through the winter of 2024. Now let's take a more detailed look at that pattern change that's coming our way as we head into the new year. So you may have been hearing about this potential pattern shift that we're kind of tracking as we head into the new year, into January 2024. And we're going to start out first by taking a look at the current jet flow across the country. And what we're seeing right now is what we've been seeing most of the winter, kind of a split flow situation where we have one jet stream that's been kind of going up through here. You kind of see the outflow right there. You got another one here running here across the deep south. This is your subtropical. A little low pressure here that's going to kind of bring the snows into the Intermountain regions as we head toward Christmas. But generally a split flow across the country with the jet streams kind of banging up against each other, working against each other, and fairly weak systems crossing the country. So what we're going to be seeing, the change, is we're going to see one dominant jet across the country. So I'm going to take this model. I'm going to take it all the way out into January. Again, this is just a projection, not etched in stone yet, but it is something we're kind of seeing that's been consistently showing up. So we're going to just flow this thing all the way out as we go into January. And you notice that the main jet stream becomes this one big entity across the country. That is a significant change from what we were seeing with the split flow. You basically got one major jet now kind of flowing right through here deep, and that's going to allow the colder temperatures to funnel in here out of Canada. And that's also going to open the door for more significant snowstorms, or storms in general, I should say, not just specifically snows. Because when you've got smaller jet streams kind of working against each other, the smaller systems, the weaker ones, are harder to really forecast for than when you've got a jet stream that's kind of in phase and you can track one big storm, which is the potential we're looking at going into January, which means you'll see colder temperatures and the chance to see snowstorms to develop across bigger parts of the country. Do we know exactly when and where that's going to hit just yet? No, it's a little early for that, but we do know that we're in store in a pattern that's going to support that as we go into the first week or so of January. Now let's go to have a little fun and take a look at what those temperatures may be doing as we head into 2024. Well, one thing we've definitely been tracking here for a few days is that we pretty much know that Christmas was going to be a very warm one across most of the country, unlike 2022 when it was sub-freezing for just about everybody. I mean, you take a look at some of these ratings now, and you're looking at these daytime highs, in the 50s across areas of Illinois in late December. That's unheard of. And you really don't see any real freezing temperatures. You got a little pocket here, you got a little bit here in the Intermountain region, but most of the country, you're looking at temperatures well above freezing and unusually warm. With that being said, I'm going to take you forward now. Again, this is a projected forecast. Anything goes beyond 7 days, by the way. If anybody gives you any absolutes, it's not happening, folks. It just, too many errors can drop into a forecast. But I'm looking at the trends here. I'm looking at what we're seeing from model run to model run. One thing consistent is they're seeing is that we're getting a cold area that's going to come in here to the northeast as we head into the 30th. Been tracking that one here for a little while. So you're looking at areas here across the New England, looking at a pretty cold little snap here across areas of New England with this cold weather right in here. That's going to move off, and then we're going to see more and more cold air kind of funnel in here across from Canada and work its way southward as we go into the first week of January. So as we go into January, if the projections are holding with this pattern change and the jet stream changes, look at how much more of the country by the time we hit to January 1st are going to see temperatures below freezing. We're even seeing some readings up here in the far north getting close to below zero now up here across areas of the Dakotas, which is what you would normally see this time of year. So as you go further into time, again, most of the country is seeing very cold temperatures, even for daytime highs, continuing into the 4th and 5th, and finally into the 6th. I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Going into the end of its run, you can see, again, a bulk of the country here looking very cold with these cold temperatures, this cold air mass in place. So with the cold air mass coming into place, now the question is going to be is where are the storm systems going to develop? Are we going to get any snows to kind of wrap up behind some of this warmer push? Or we're going to get where exactly is that going to work out? Where is it going to fall? Where is it going to develop? This far out, nobody can really tell you absolutes just yet. But again, the trend is showing cold air is coming into place. Now it's a question of will the moisture meet up with that cold air, and will that provide winter-type weather across the United States as we head into that first week of January. Of course, you can keep it tuned here right here on the Weather Nerds YouTube page because I'm going to keep you updated all the way through it. All right, that's the end of our update for today. Again, thank you very much for subscribing to this channel. Been on this since October 1st. Almost 3 months in, and we're closing in on 1,000, which is really awesome to see. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, leave me a thought or comment down below. Tell me what you think of this update, and give me a thumbs up if you can. It really helps with trying to build an audience, as that algorithm says, ooh, you're something I want to share with somebody. All right, that's it for now. You guys have a great weekend. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you on the next update. Till then, have a good day.